How to import an animated mesh. Select Editor, Import Asset or press Ctrl-I. Select your animated mesh file. In the Asset Import dialog, switch the Mesh import to Animated Mesh and Materials. Disable the Collision Mesh import and enable the import of a skeleton and an animation clip. First have a look at the skeleton asset. If no skeleton preview shows up, click the Transform button. Now switch to the Animated Mesh asset. Under Default Skeleton, select your new skeleton asset, then transform the asset. This asset did not import cleanly, so we have to take a look at the materials. Here we see that the base texture was not properly imported. From the drop-down, choose Create New Asset and choose a location for the texture asset. Select the input texture and save the asset. Make sure all assets are properly saved, then go back to your animated mesh asset. If it still doesn't show up, try to close the animated mesh asset and reopen it from the Recent Documents menu. Now that we can see the mesh, switch to the animation clip asset. For the Preview Mesh property, choose the new animated mesh asset. The preview immediately starts playing the first clip from the file. If the Available Clips property doesn't show anything yet, click the Transform button. To change which animation clip to use, type the name of the desired clip into the Use Animation Clip property and save the asset. Switch to a scene and drag and drop the animated mesh asset into it. Add a simple animation component to the game object and select your animation clip. Simulate the scene to see what happens. To get multiple animation clips, simply duplicate the animation clip asset and reference different animations in each. The simple animation component only plays a single animation clip. If you want to do more than that, check the documentation about animation controllers.